Well, surprise, surprise, if money is low, your employees are not going to be very motivated and they won't perform that well. But as money gets better, so does motivation. Until this happens. There comes a point where actually, if money is too high, motivation and performance actually fall. And so one of the challenges for HR is to find this magic place. At what level of money are you going to optimize performance and motivation? Money doesn't actually motivate. There are 6 things that motivate people more than money. If we look at the big 6 motivators, money actually doesn't come in until number 7. What are the big 6 motivators? Well, there's the obvious thing. Do you love your job? Do you feel that your job is worthwhile? Do you feel that your job is important? That's number 2. Do you have tangible career opportunities? Tangible within the next 24 months? A chance for learning something new, a chance for a promotion, a chance for a bigger career, bigger job. That comes in at number 3. Recognition. Recognition comes from above. Recognition comes from management within your company generally. That's the number 4 motivator. And appreciation comes from the side. Appreciation comes from your colleagues. That's the number 5 motivator. Number 6, do you enjoy a good professional reputation on social media or LinkedIn? If you say to your friends and family, I work for the oil company Petronas, do they say, who? Or do they say, oh wow, that's amazing. Can you get me a job as well? So what's number 1? The biggest single motivator of all. Who is your immediate boss? Who is your line manager? That's the biggest motivator. There's a fairly common saying in HR. You join a company, but you resign from the manager. Very true. Money only comes in at number 7. Money does not positively motivate. Get it wrong, too low or too high, it will demotivate. Get it right, and now these other things will motivate. And these other things collectively will help to define your company culture and will help to define your environment. Now, how do you know if you've got it wrong or right? You almost certainly look at your voluntary resignation rate. What percentage of employees have voluntarily resigned in the past 12 months? Number of employees who've resigned divided by headcount. And if your voluntary resignation rate is bigger than 12%, that's a big red warning flag. And that's a pretty clear indicator that you're probably paying too low. At the other end of the scale, if your voluntary resignation rate is less than 5%, that's a pretty big indicator that you're actually probably paying too much. And people are trapped, they can't go anywhere. If you're hearing lots of complaints from your staff, my salary isn't very good, my pay increase was disappointing, I was expecting a bigger increase, my bonus wasn't as much as I was expecting. If you're hearing lots of complaints from your staff, but yet your voluntary resignation rate is less than 5%, then ignore those complaints. Because the complaints aren't actually about money. They're more about my manager, my boss, the environment, the company. If your resignation rate is less than 5%, you do not have a money problem. If you're getting things about right, then your voluntary resignation rate at the moment would be in the 7 to 10% window. That is a very healthy measure that as a company, you've got your culture, you've got the environment right, and you're paying at about the right levels. Money. And when I say money, salary, allowances, bonuses, benefits, etc., etc. Get it wrong, too low or too high, then motivation will be low. Get it right, somewhere here in the middle, motivation will be okay, and now these other 6 positive motivators will kick in. Money. And who is going to manage this? HR.